TikTok scares me.
Why?
You guys see the racist TikTok?
I saw you tweet about it.
I did.
So what happened? It was just like blatant racism.
I mean, you want to show it?
I can look for it. Sure, but what happened? Did it go viral on the app or something?
These two white kids make this TikTok. You know the challenge where you
put in the sink
water
and reveal something?
Not the sink. They usually put it into a glass. I don't know why they did the sink. That was ridiculous. But they usually do it into one glass. And they're like, yo, to make the right man, you put some trustworthiness, some good looks. Like all this. They did one for black people. And
it's two high school white kids.
Horrible shit. Shit.
Georgia couple. So honestly, bro, I've said it on this show before. These middle America states that I don't think have caught up yet to the acceptable societal norms because they're not raised that way.
Well, let's not call them the states as a whole. There are pockets of people in them.
I could have told you before I read this that it was from a flyover state.
Yeah.
Georgia couple.
No, I know that, but let's not denounce the state. There's pockets of people there, but I'm sorry.
But also I'm not denouncing the state. I'm just saying like, this applies to me still. There's a world bigger than the one you live in, and explore it before you start doing dumb shit like being racist online. Don't be racist offline, but doing it online, you gotta be a fucking moron.
Those people probably thought they were gonna have a funny day.
No, they're fucked. Expelled from high school.
Expelled. And so that's brought up a massive conversation because this was filmed outside of school. Mm-hmm. It technically breaks no laws. It's a perfect, example of First Amendment protected speech. And they were expelled for school as a result of it because the school board decided that it didn't uphold the values of the school.
It doesn't. This is not acceptable.
Listen, I love the Constitution. I really do.
Yeah.
But one thing I love more than the Constitution is calling out hate and condemning the fuck out of it. Yeah. If you're being a racist in 2020, I'm calling your fucking ass out. I'm condemning the shit out of it, and I want you to be held accountable for your actions. People have started saying recently, and I'm not saying I agree with this, but people have said it. The First Amendment continues to protect your speech, but it does not protect you from getting your fucking ass beat as a result of that speech. So listen, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying there are consequences for your action. If you're a racist in 2020, it probably ain't gonna fly over. And the last thing I want to say on it is the problem. The main problem is I believe that TikTok, for some reason, as an app, is more than other apps elevating this kind of content.
I saw this tweet of yours. You're right.
I have noticed since day one being on this app, I have seen Spanish kids, for example, standing in showers, mocking Jews getting gas chambered. Jesus. I have seen some of the horrible shit, homophobic shit. And it's very strange to me why one app breeds this kind of content.
Yeah, you said strangely, I've seen an oversaturation of racist and homophobic content on that platform since day one. Very odd how certain platforms seem to breed / elevate that activity while others don't. Bro, you're really right. I've seen so many like sexuality related content that is just, I mean, if that shit was on YouTube, flagged, removed, banned,
right,
suspended from the app,
right.
Also, YouTube's good about it, but like TikTok is still very much so the Wild West because it's created in China.
But wouldn't that mean it would be even tighter though? Because they're so tight.
They don't give a fuck about the U.S. activity, bro. I'd bet my bottom dollar. Do you know how much information?
It's horrible.
They take. TikTok is going to get banned in the U.S.
We're not supposed to have it on our phones. Had seen every fucking government data scientist. Mm-hmm. Do not download this app. Ugh. Do not download this app. They are quite literally they've gone as far as to say, yo, these people are listening to every conversation.
Army, Navy, TSA ban TikTok from government phones. U.S. raises security concerns over Chinese-owned TikTok. U.S. Senator moots ban on TikTok for federal workers. Like, yo, this is an app, an entertainment app, and it's gotten this far.
They're saying basically they're positive. Like this is a spying device from the Chinese government.
The Instagram story said that the racist video was her boyfriend's fault, and that this is what I'm saying right here. He slowly normalized his racism on me.
God. But you accepted it still.
It included a plea for people not to contact her college because one mistake should not ruin her life. Sometimes it should. Sometimes it should. But this won't ruin your life. You just have a lot to learn. That's all.
It's gonna take her a while to get back.
They both do. If racism has been normalized on you, bro, you got a lot of unwiring to do. Shit.
It's so.
But that's
wild,
what I'm saying.
bro.
That mentality breeds the same mentality, and now you just gotta fucking just
snowball like effect. Like it's my question is, do you think it's the majority, the platform's responsibility, or in my subtweet that I added to it, could it just be the average age of the user and their youthful inability to understand the consequences of their actions, or even that their actions are wrong at all? TikTok is a very youthful audience.
That's it, bro.
And user base.
Young kids don't know.
All they know is their phone. We just talked about this. They grow up with the phone. It's in their hands at all times. This is how they express themselves to the world. If you have racist thoughts before, it was just a racist thought and you told a joke to your friend. Now it's, how do I tell the racist joke that I think is funny because I'm young and haven't learned anything? You grab your phone and you make the joke and then you share it to all your friends.
And it was so overt.
The problem is it perpetuates the belief, even if it is rooted in humor.
Absolutely. I'm not saying I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying that's the method of sharing the joke that you now have, and you haven't learned that it's not proper.
Why stuff like this is like the more people that can see this type of thing unfold, and the more people who's come to learn, maybe because they saw this, that racism is not acceptable. I think maybe in the long run, this was good. Not for the two kids. Obviously,
someone has to be made an example of, and unfortunately, it was these two kids.
And unfortunately, I've been through it. Accountability, like own up, do the best you can to be the best version of yourself, and then move on. It's going to be hard for them though, because there's some things that strike a little harder than others. That's why I actually don't believe with the idea that one mistake should not ruin a person's life. I'm glad Harvey Weinstein's life is ruined because of his mistakes. And
his were multiple and over a long.
But even one rape, fuck you.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope your life is over forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's just a punishment fit in the crime. I mean, listen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fucked up situation. And like I said, I mean, once I posted that tweet, people started sending me links to other videos on the app that were just abhorrent. Dude. It's just I just don't understand it. It's weird how we've talked about this so many times before about how successful people and people that have are on the right direction in life to have everything that the majority of people in this world want, run their lives based on positivity and outward positivity. And I just wish at an earlier age, I wish I had known at 18 years old or 16 years old that putting out good energy and being nice to other people and going about things in a positive manner would secure you a better place in life long term. I didn't learn that until I was 28 years old. And it fucked me for a long time. And I've had to dig out of that hole. But I mean, these people they're gonna suffer for this.
Yeah. They'll still get out, but definitely do good things and good things will come. I think that's a simple mentality to live by. It's not always easy to see it right away, but you have to do some bad things in order to learn what is good.
Unfortunately, I think that's true. Yeah. It sucks. Otherwise, like how can you grow and develop? You got to make mistakes. It's part of what makes us human, and it's part of what forces us to evolve and grow.
You have to touch the stove to learn that it's hot.
Exactly.
So hopefully you learn quicker and don't make the same mistakes again. Making the same mistake twice is a horrible sin. Not a sin, but you just can't keep doing it.
Well, that's when twice is one thing, 3 times is another. Eventually, it's like now you got a major character
is it, insanity?
You're dealing with. Yeah.
The exact definition. I mean, it's like
doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So do good and good will come back. I think that's a simple mentality that we've seen here at this house. Mike, you changed your life for the better a long time ago, and it's only rewarded you with a beautiful lifestyle that
I would have had none of it if I stayed on what I was on. In this journey that I've been on over the past obviously the book writing journey has been 8 years, but the one I've been on over the past month or so to finalize the book and get sign-offs from people and the rights to use their likeness, whatever. I've talked to a lot of the same people that a lot of the people that I spent that time with doing bad things, and that's been cathartic for me as well. But a lot of people out there are looking high and low for a way to change their life, and ignoring the one thing that they need to do so. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I talked to this one kid who still struggles every day with drugs. And he's like, oh, if I could just do this, you know, for a newspaper, and he wants to be a sports writer. If I could just do this and get this meeting with this guy, and I'm like, you clean? It's like, nah, I'm still, you know, banging dope and I'm on methadone. And I go, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Until you get clean, nothing's gonna happen. Unfortunately, because it's the hardest step. It's the first step, and a lot of times that's how life is. The hardest step is the one you have to take to get somewhere.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's people just need to realize the power of things they may be overlooking in their lives that need to be done. You know.
Do you have any suggestions on how to take stock of those things?
My guess would be look where you're not looking currently. Look elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? I think people are a lot of times are looking for happiness in things that aren't the real contributors to happiness. So and that goes for me as well.
Yeah. Just recognizing the things that are leading you down the wrong road. And okay.
And maybe ask other people their thoughts, you know, because
that's a good idea. Because I would have said like some self-awareness, but that's a hard trait to develop.
Perspective.
Especially if you don't have, so, and like, watch how quick you are to deny. I fall in this trap often.
Me too.
This is something you do. I go, that's not me. It is me. Like you and my trusted confidants have told me like multiple times that is what I do. So instead of throwing up that shield, that barrier, when people give you a character note that maybe stings a little bit when you hear it, try to listen.